All right, sorry, I just kind of want to say this. Like loads of people in America kind of want to say things, but they can't. But when they get into the Oval Office, you can kind of say things, can't you? Like I always kind of wanted to diss on Zelensky for why, like Zelensky, you do change your clothes. Like you change your, you haven't been in the same war suit for the last few, like 5 years. I'm so committed. Like he's got a good point. You can't appear to be. I tone down on the symbology of being like a Nazi warlord. I kind of tone down on the symbology and stuff. Wouldn't be selling the Under Armour, but like you do change your clothes. No, I was at like no, I was a jihad. I didn't really change my clothes. I still haven't changed my clothes actually. I'm still jihad. I changed my socks, my underwear, but yeah, I broke his balls a bit, and I used to see him in photographs with like all the world leaders, and he was still in camo. There's, Ukrainian soldiers are back at home, and if they see him in a suit, schmoozing with all the wealthy people, that's the end. That's the end of morality. Like, there's no more war. Like, they just won't care if he's not seen committed and caring to what's going on. Um, so if he's in a suit and tie, that's not a time for suits and ties. He's at war. So he has to be in kind of Under Armour. You could hook Zelensky up with Under Armour and do a joint thing, Uber Armor or something. I don't know. I'm just breaking. Actually, it's not really. It's very disrespectful. There's a lot of dead people. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, this is actually all I wanted to say. Having the freedom to say things in America in the Oval Office. All right, French people. All right, French people. Right, I can put on a French accent. Je ne parle pas français pour une boule. All right, can you put on an American accent? Or can you put on like a normal accent? That's what I'd be like, if Macron came around. I was like, why do you talk like that on purpose? Why do you talk like in French? You don't have to talk like that. I know you don't have to talk like that. I know you can just talk like a real American, real person. Well, why do you put on that accent? You're in the Oval Office now. You're gonna speak American. You're in the Oval Office. You're speaking American. So I can put on a French accent. Oh, you see, we've tried very much, and of course we are. So, and I know the French are kind of smart. And it's like, why don't you put on like, a nice respectful, English accent, I've finished, visiting countries that, mainline English. Love Pete Doherty. He likes the French though. He likes French women, I think. This is for lovers. Anyway, that's what I'd be saying if I was in the Oval Office. I know you thought your man was bad with the suit, but I'd be like, why don't you talk like a normal person? Why do you put that? Actually, kind of sound like Zelensky, don't I? Maybe Zelensky's French. I destroyed Zelensky's approval in America, and I made Putin's appeal in America or approval in America massive. I was like, that's what I thought I'd win the war, and actually kind of was very effective. But I was like, Voldemort Zelensky. Just think about it. Look at his name. If you take all the letters in his name and don't rearrange them, it spells Voldemort. And all of dyslexic America were like, oh my god, it does spell Voldemort. He is Voldemort. Are we funding the Nazis to kill Harry Potter? Why are we funding Nazis to kill Harry Potter? Think of the children. But anyway, why aren't you talking American? Why'd you talk like that? Like, why do you talk like that? I sound like Zelensky. I'm trying to sound like Macron. Zelensky has balls, I suppose. I think Zelensky probably has. I'm showing off the depth of my balls. Don't know how Macron talks. Does Macron talk? I always have a translation for Macron because I declared French a profane language. Yeah, I declared the French language profane. Yeah, I have those kind of rights, silly rights. Like Marie Antoinette. I was like, the courts get together and they sue her. I was like, yeah, well, I can make you all wear. I was like, what powers do I have over these gypsies? Marie Antoinette or something. I was like, yes, well, I'm going to have them all in silly horsey hair wigs and silly gowns. And they're all still wearing like their silly, itchy, horsey hair wigs. Mm. Mary Antoinette. Yeah, so yeah. Why do you talk like that? Why do you talk like that? You know, he thought he was bad. You don't hear me. But anyway, you're not supposed to bark out from the back line in the Oval Office. Um, Talking over the president. Are you coming up here talking over the president? President, vice president, coming up here. Zelensky wanted a war room, you know what I mean? If I was Zelensky, like I tried to say in these other drunken videos, I turned around and was like, I don't really want to be here on camera. I want to be in a war room, and I want everybody to be suitably dressed. I want everybody in this war room to be suitably dressed. I know you're here for your big deal, yeah? I give all of Ukraine to Russia, or I give all of Ukraine to America. Wonderful opportunity for the people of Ukraine and Ukrainian independence. And I know what happened, right? They've scanned the entire earth with HARP, and they finally got it done, Google. And everybody was a mad race to rape and befriend Africa. Even Putin was like, oh, we'll forgive all the economic debt. I'm like, oh, yeah, we love Russia. And everybody, just because they know what's under Africa. It's massive, 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 massive. And it's something similar with Ukraine. There's a massive amount of crap in Ukraine or under Ukraine. And, you know, Putin, or not Putin, Trump is just like brass tacks. The European politicians won't talk about it. The European politicians, but Trump is just out about it. Yeah, I want all those natural minerals that are under your country. Those big, gigantic fucking mines full of magnesium or whatever the fuck they need, sodium ion batteries. I know what's funny about that HARP thing, now that they know where everything is, it's not going to take 50 years, 50 or 70 years, and the entire planet is going to be entirely raped. Like the entire planet is going to be massively raped in 70 years, 50 to 7. Now this is super paced. They're going to, not even frack, they fracked it first. They're going to mine the shit out of the entire earth. And they know where it all is. They know where everything is now. They like put a sodium scope through the earth. Here's all the sodium. Kazakhstan. Greatest importers of sodium. Oh no, it's potassium. Yeah, no, they just scan the earth up and down. They're scanning to find out where everything is. They know where it all is now. They hunted for Africa. Now they're jumping on Ukraine. And yeah, you know, it takes 70 years and everything's gonna be. That's a lot of leeway, you know. I've seen these boys work; they can be fast, but it takes 70 years, and the entire earth's gonna be depleted. At least Donald Trump would probably be dead by then. It was a Jimmy Carr. It's not us, but it's our children. And their children's 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 who will pay the consequences for our lives. That's a fucking relief, isn't it? Alright, now yeah. Donald Trump, and I was like, I'm inviting you, like Hegel invited or welcomed Napoleon and all gentrification, to take Ireland. You take it. They give it away for free. They gave it to Flora. They gave it to the Rosenbergs and they gave it to the Vandenbergs. Just take Ireland. And I want rid of all the corruption. I'm just sick of it. I want all of the corruption. We have no minister for internal affairs in a republic. We have no minister for internal affairs. They'd be the most blackmailed or death-threatened person in the most greased up or blackmailed or death-threatened because Ireland is like, oh yeah, come to Ireland and be a criminal. We're independent. We'll let you get away with it. You know what I mean? Anyway, you wanted Greenland, right? As a kind of Northern Atlantic. Yeah, take Ireland. Just take it. Take it and bring that super airtight American republicanism that you survived through. And you had to go through all that airtight Republican bullshit and bring that airtight Republican shit to the Republic of Ireland. And just take it. You know, take it. Turn the whole thing into a golf course. They're also mad to be caddies for some loyalist anyway. They'll be all over you. Just take Ireland. Yeah, I'm taking Ireland. Just say, yeah, I'm taking Greenland. Yeah, but and you know, I don't really agree with fracking the crap out of Ireland. I like the greenery and keep the greenery. And there's a lot of offshore, you know. What's that one called? Rockall. Everyone was mad for Rockall. But again, with the harp, there's plenty of places down there. Could annoy the French, you know what I mean? You're very close to England, or the UK, you know what I mean? Finally let all your warplanes go through Shannon. Nice corridor for bombing Israel or bombing Syria. You want to bomb Syria. Yeah. Sorry, how many missing? Oh, Iran, and happy Ramadan, guys. Happy Ramadan. Sorry, I know I'm waving a beer. I'm celibate and I only eat at nighttime. It turns out like I have one piece of bread during the day, and I notice I have like a bit of rice and tofu at 1 a.m. in the dark. I'm always on Ramadan. Celibacy, but except you don't drink the vinegar. I think drinking vinegar is like Christian penance. There's nicer lavin in the world, but I always drink the vinegar of it all. That's alright. That's good. It's a Christian kind of penance. Oh yeah, get that into you. Oh, I say it looked like the album from Death. Isn't my mouth? Oh, yeah. Not bad, A seal doors there. I'd love to do that. Mouth of Doom. The Mouth of Mordor, wasn't he? The most committed servant who had long forgotten his own name but remained in commitment and service to his lord. And he had on his head many names of kings and many crowns. And he was the Mouth of Mordor. And he was a bit cheeky, wasn't he? You fucking French elf showing up here with your fucking French elf. That's saying something, you know what I mean? That's saying something coming up here with your French elf. Smell Legolas from a mile away. Aragorn, King of Man, behold, and many welcomes to the land of your Lord and Father. It's not my father. Yeah, that's the Mouth of Mordor. I think he's a very beautiful person. He's very beautiful. What was I saying? I had Donald Trump invade Ireland, take over Ireland. I offered Putin to take over Ireland because I thought they'd like that for getting a foothold on America. See, I'm very free, I'm very, giving everything away at the moment, Like a kid from, when those hackers, those kids that end up on CNN News. I just thought I'd piss you off and annoy you until you give me a job and shut me up, That's my business strategy, is like, especially with Powell Peralta. I'm trying to annoy them while charming them, And it's like, yeah, maybe just give him a job and, he won't be such a thorn in the side. Or a rib from my fucking side. What happened to my rib? Alright, Donald Trump taking Ireland. Just take it. Don't be too loud about it. Like any Greenland, Just kind of gently send women with ankles or even knee skirts. And just gently, very gently take over Ireland. And make them sign, Trudeau's in on this. That's what the Pope did with your man Patrick, Saint Patrick. They sent like a schmoozy ladies man, and Patrick got in with all the ladies. Honest to God, and he was teaching them the Gospels. They got all fucking mad about Patrick, and then all the men in Ireland was like, they all love this Patrick lad. They all think he's deadly because he's going around with these Gospels, and they're like, we can just do that ourselves. We can run around and tell all the women and everybody about the Gospels and we'll be pure rideable. And then Patrick just kind of put his Mary Poppins bag together and flew back to Rome. And Ireland was saved. I'm going to start playing guitar. This is my investment here. Donald Trump, check it out before I go. It's a Takamine. My family bought me for Christmas, and I'm going to give it a lot of loving. I have no cash. I need stuff. I need capacitors and diodes. No cash, so I'm going to string this up with some nice. And I'm going to go get myself a I'm gonna go busking for a while to get warmed up, you know, Rocky Balboa, get back in shape. And I'm gonna get a gig, you know, play some Lana Del Rey, Katy Perry, you know, and make some dollar bills. That's my business accrement at the moment. I thought you might be impressed. And clean it off. It's gonna sound beautiful. Sound like an angel. I'm gonna get the harmonicas all cleaned up. I've no memory since the hospital or the medications that they enforced. Revised it. As well as other, they revised it. Bob Dylan. I used to have all this easily under my belt. Well, most of this. You know. 5 hours in an American songbook was very ungraciously destroyed with haloperidrone. I actually get tearful, very, very sad reading these. Like, oh, memories that have been erased from my brain. Yeah, 5 hours, 5 hours American songbook. If you ever want to have me over to the Oval Office, Donald, I can't be honest. I look silly in a suit. I might try and tie my hair back, but you know, you might just want to graciously receive me, kind of as I am. Um, but anyway, why are they talking French? You know what I mean? That's what my opinion. I just pissed them off so much. Why don't you talk like a real American while you're in America? Well, I can put in a French accent if I want to put in a French accent. So I think you can put on a normal human accent. That'd be worse. What was it? I don't know. Yeah. Business accrement. Oval Office. Don't vote for me. What's my fucking flick? I never have an end game. You know, that's one thing I noticed about me. I never have an end game. Dziękuję.